Hello, my dear friends. It's Nyambura again, and we are here talking about our weight loss journey. So, today, allow me to talk about the three things that you really need to focus on if you're going to lose weight in 2024. So, here I'm talking about my own personal experience. I'd like to give a disclaimer. I'm not a certified nutritionist and I'm not also a certified trainer. So, the sort of information that I'm giving you is out of my own personal experience and also from interacting with people who have been successful in their weight loss journey. So, the first thing I'm going to say that was successful in my journey was that one of the things was diet. You need to get the right diet for yourself that will work for yourself and for your body goals. And you also need to contact your doctor or your nutritionist. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is exercise. For me, as I told you in previous videos, that the exercise that worked for me was I started walking, and then when I gained momentum, I started jogging. The third thing that you need to really look at if you want to lose weight in 2024 successfully is you need to do a lifestyle change. So you need to first do a lifestyle audit and find out what are the things that you're doing in your lifestyle that are bringing you down. What are your triggers? What are the places that you're visiting? What sort of friends do you have that are making you not achieve your weight loss goals? So allow me to expound more on diet. So for me, the diet that worked for me was clean eating. So one, I did clean eating because I found that some of the people that I follow have done clean eating and have been successful with clean eating in their weight loss journey, and they are legit. Okay, there are many people out there, but not all of them are legit. So some of the people that maybe I follow, and maybe some of you could know them, like Chloe Ting and Grow with Joe. I'm sure you know them. So with that, on that note, if you're new to the channel, kindly hit that subscribe button. So they had used clean eating, and I had seen them transform their bodies. So that's why I trusted the process of clean eating. But clean eating is not the only diet. Just Google the diets that are available. Also talk to your doctor or nutritionist before you go on any diet. So let me also demystify. Allow me to take this chance to also demystify what is dieting. So dieting is not starvation. That is one. Dieting is not does not involve you limiting different food groups. You do consume all the food groups, but in moderation. Two, dieting is not expensive. And three, people think that when you're dieting, then you'll have to have a lot of trouble counting calories. Okay, for me, when I was doing clean eating, it was not hard for me to count calories. So I'm going to talk about clean eating. So what is clean eating? So, clean eating means that you eat foods in their natural forms. So, you avoid foods that have been overly processed and refined and have artificial additives and preservatives. So, and you also avoid things like dairy, butter, milk, ghee when you're doing clean eating. But there are other diets like keto that allow you to use dairy. And for starch, you go for more of the complex carbs and eliminate things like pasta, spaghetti, bread, your favorite, you guys, noodles. And for snacks, you avoid things like biscuits, crepes, and you go more for like things like fruits, nuts, and seeds. And for drinks, you eliminate sodas and packed juices. Most people don't know this, but packed juices are not the healthiest for you. So, my dear friends, we are talking about clean eating and we are talking about consuming things in their natural form. So, these are the foods that we are going to be avoiding in 2024 if you're doing clean eating with me so that you can be able to achieve your weight loss goal. So, the first one is refined sugar. And this one is a tricky one because sugar is put in so many things. So I'm going to talk about the things that have sugar and we put them always in our meals. And maybe they could be the things that are hindering our progress in our weight loss journey. So I'm going to talk about number one. Number one is tomato sauce. If you look at the label, you'll see that it has sugar and it also has preservatives. So we are going to be avoiding tomato sauce, also chili sauce. We are also going to be avoiding these juices. They also contain sugar and packed juices. The thing with these packed juices is you'd rather go for the mango, which contains the fiber, but this one doesn't have fiber. So, and it's always good. We're always told not to drink our calories. Always, if you have to eat a mango, always eat the natural one. Even this one is a pineapple. So just go for the normal pineapple. It will give you fiber. The other thing we're going to be avoiding is processed carbs. So when I talk about processed carbs, what am I talking about? So I'm talking about the bread. Bread also contains sugar and it is also processed carbs. I'm talking about chapati, our favorite here in Kenya. We are talking about spaghetti, pasta. We're also talking about this. This is not a good item for breakfast. I know they only tell us that it's a good item for breakfast, but if you look at the ingredients, you'll see that it has wheat, barley, sugar, and salt. And remember, we are avoiding wheat and sugar. So it's not like it's a bad product, but for people who want to lose weight, it's not good. So once again, we are avoiding wheat-based products like chapati, uh, bread, spaghetti, noodles. We are avoiding these breakfast items. We are also avoiding jam, which we put on bread, which shouldn't be a problem because if you're not taking bread, then jam shouldn't be a problem. We are avoiding dairy, so no yogurt. We are avoiding soy sauce, which has always read the labels. This one contains wheat and it also has sugar. That's why we are avoiding soy sauce. We are also avoiding these items. You see, when you look at it, it contains something that is called MSG, and all the products like the cinnamon, the citric acids, all of them, you can find them in your own kitchen. Even this, we're not going to be seasoning our food with this. So what will we use? So if it is seasoning food, so this is the red. You can see I've put a red tablecloth. I've put a red tablecloth because these are the foods that are in the red. So let's go for foods that are in the green tablecloth, the ones we are going to be eating. So let's start with breakfast. Always go for something natural, like our porridge here. It contains millet. It's very natural. For a snack, you can go for carrots, radishes. These ones I grew them in my farm. Most people don't know about radishes, but you can just Google. And for snack, we're also doing dates. Dates are very natural and they're healthy for you if you're doing clean eating. So seasoning our food, these products here, this one, it says it contains citric, cinnamon, all those things, turmeric, everything. Just use them in their natural form. For food, you can see we are not starving ourselves. We say dieting does not mean starving ourselves. You can see here I've bought a plate that is partitioned. That's a very good idea, by the way, to buy a plate that is partitioned so that you can know which food portionings you're doing. And then I also talked about dieting not being hard for you to count your calories. So when I'm doing clean eating, what I do is that I just use my normal serving spoon, and I'm sure everybody here has a normal serving spoon. So you put 1 spoon of rice, 1 spoon of the protein, which for me here is chicken. And then here, when it comes to the vegetables and fruits, you can put as much as you like. So here I have some lettuce, I have some tomatoes. You can see the way the plate is colorful. I have some tomatoes, I have some capsicum, which is hoho, I have cucumber, I have carrots, and then for the fruit, I have mango, I have watermelon. So this is a very colorful plate. You can see it has all the three food groups. We have the starch, the protein, and the vegetables. So I'm not eliminating any food group. It's just that when you want to lose weight, you need to know where to focus on. Okay? If you want, like most people tell me that they've been going to the gym but they are not able to lose weight, it's because of your plate. Just look at your portioning of the plate. Where are you putting a lot of food? If you're putting a lot of starch, then just know for sure you will not see any weight gain. Any weight loss, I mean, not weight gain. You will not see any gains. But if you're just putting a bit of starch, you're limiting your starch, and then protein just a bit, but a lot of this. So you can see if I eat this split, I'm not starving, I'll be full, but I'll be full from having a balanced diet, and I'll also be full from eating a lot of fiber, which is in the vegetables. Fiber, by the way, is very vital in your weight loss journey. So here, as I said, instead of this, go for this, the real mango. It has the fiber. So instead of this and this and this, we are going for this. Okay? Yeah, the real thing. So for breakfast, instead of this, we are doing this. So for your snacks, instead of this, we are doing this. So allow me to also talk about exercise. For exercise, what I'd advise people to do, and I said I'm not a certified trainer, is that you do an exercise. I'm just a person who has been successful in weight loss, and I'm just sharing what worked for me and what has worked for people I've talked to. So you do an exercise that you're going to be able to do every day for at least 6 days a week consistently for the period that you want to lose the weight. So even if you can do maybe 50 skipping ropes, that's it for the day, that's it for you. Just be sure that you can do 50, 50, 50, 50 every day. So the intensity, most people think that when you exercise a lot, you lose weight a lot. No, it's actually more of consistency. If you can be consistent, even if you can do 20 minutes of exercise every day, you're better off than somebody who is doing 2 hours, who is trying to do 2 hours, and 2 hours is not sustainable in the long term. You'll just do 2 hours for the first week, and then you'll suffer burnout, and then you'll just say, this weight loss thing is not happening for me. So you'll just leave it. So the thing is, just try and get an exercise that, one, it's not very intensive for you, two, that fits into your schedule, three, that your body can do. So I know of a person who whose leg, she has a metal, she was involved in an accident, so she has a metal plate on her leg, so she's not able to do skipping rope. So it's always good to ask your doctor which exercise would be best for you depending on your situation. I don't know your situation, so just consult first before you choose an exercise, and be sure that you'll be able to do it. It's not always good to keep on jumping from one exercise to another. If you choose to be going to the gym, by the way, for me, I lost weight by doing home workouts. But to maintain the weight loss, I've been going to the gym. So whatever you're able to do, just even if it is going to the gym, just start going to the gym and be consistent. And don't be going to the gym in the morning and then in the evening again you're there. That's too much exercise. And people who do that, they just suffer burnout and they don't lose weight. And then the other thing I also wanted to talk about is people who think the more you exercise, the more you lose weight, and you don't focus on your diet. These two have to go hand in hand. If you're dieting, then you have to exercise. If you're exercising, then you have to diet. So you cannot say that you're going to focus on one and leave the other. It won't work for you, my friend. So the other thing is lifestyle change. Allow me to talk about lifestyle change. So this means that maybe you even have to change your friends. It means you have to change the areas of socialization because it might not be working with the new you. Okay. And then you also have to start, if you are not a person who was preparing a shopping list, you have to start making a shopping list. If you are not a person who was doing meal prepping, you have to start doing meal prepping and meal planning. And also one thing that really worked for me was batch cooking. You can see, like, I can give you an example of this plate. So at least I've gone, when I go shopping, I bought the lettuce, I bought the capsicum, I bought the carrots, I bought the nyanyas, I bought, I bought all these things because they were in my shopping list. But if you just go shopping, you don't have any plan of what to do, then you'll just end up buying things that are not even consistent with your diet. So this is what is consistent with my diet. And again, the other thing that we're going to talk about is also in these hard economic times. I hear people saying that dieting and this lifestyle change, it's expensive. So look at other options like these radishes. I grew them in my farm. I'm going to show you my farm where I've been growing my vegetables. So these are radishes. These radishes have a better, they taste like potatoes, but they are lower in calories than potatoes. So those are some of the things. I'll keep on talking to you about maybe replacements to different food starch items that you can do. The other thing that I'm going to talk about lifestyle change is watching less TV. So that one you need to look at that. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is people who are very introverted and like staying in the house. So even if you're in the house, just find an exercise that you like doing at home. You don't have to go out in the gym. I know some of you, they don't like to interact with people. Like for me, I can tell you, I'm a bit of an introvert. But when I started my weight loss journey, so when I started jogging, I used to jog around the estate and then people would look at me. And then fortunately, I found a football field that was it was in a gated community, and they would allow me to go there. So I'd go in the morning, I'd jog, and then afterwards, that's when now people would start using it. So at least it was a little bit secluded, and I don't like being looked at when I'm doing exercise. So that really worked for me. But if you really don't want anybody to see you, you can just start doing exercises from your home. The other thing is that for lifestyle change, you also need to know how to manage your triggers. So you need to find out what are the triggers, what are the things that are making you backslide in your quest for weight loss. So when you look at those triggers, maybe they're your friends, you need to change your company, uh, and then make new friends. You can always make new friends even after your weight loss journey. There are people who are very negative, by the way. They are maybe the reason why you've not been able to lose weight. They've been discouraging you, or when you start losing weight, you find them now bringing you fast food, and you've already started your weight loss journey, and they know, but they just want to bring you down. So if it's possible, you can avoid them. If it's not possible, just confront them and tell them, this is what I'm doing, and I need your support. I don't need your sabotage. Hello, dear friends, it's Nyambura again. So, today we are going to be talking about the 7 habits that will help you in achieving your weight loss goal. So, number one, we are going to be talking about engaging. Number one is engaging in a physical activity. So, if you want to achieve a weight loss goal, then you have to engage in a physical activity. Number two is to be in a consistent diet. So, these two just go together. There's no way. There are people who spend years in the gym and then they say they are not seeing results, but because they are not looking at their diet, they want to eat the way they want. You just have to be very consistent. You have to look for a diet that works for you, and you have to be consistent in your diet. Two, three, they limit television watching. So people who lose weight, they don't watch a lot of TV. Then four, they eat a high calorie. They eat a high fiber, low calorie diet. And then five, they self track themselves. And six, they are very disciplined individual. And seven, they meal plan and meal prep. So meal planning means that you know the foods that you're going to eat maybe the next week. You just come up with a timetable, and then now you go shopping, and then when you go shopping you come back with the food, then you prepare it, then you store it well, and then now you're able to have food to eat. Because what happens is, if you're just, there are people, you ask them tomorrow what are you going to eat, and then they'll just say, whatever I'll find on the way. Those people, they don't lose weight. But if you're trying to lose weight, then you really need to come up with a meal plan. You go shopping and then you meal prep.